Hey guys, it's Kira Faith here. This is the start of the post-admission video to the Disney College program. Ignore my voice. I went to a Carrie Underwood concert, and so it's gone. She gone. Anyway, um, so I've talked about this before. The reason I'm filming now, even though it's only February 28th, I was accepted a couple of weeks ago. I've been going through the onboarding process, going through all the links and the emails they send you. They give out a very comprehensive packing list and a comprehensive itinerary of what's going to happen. And for most or the average DCP participant, you will get your role and location placement 2 weeks, a week to two before you leave before you arrive. Oftentimes they'll give you just a general role, and then they'll give you a location closer to your start date. For me, that is a little different because I've talked about on here before that I have Crohn's disease, so I am technically disabled. I hate that word, but I am, and so I have accommodations that I could file through my, gastroenterologist, and I also have in therapy and stuff. So I'm taking the proper precautions, and I put my accommodations through for the workplace so that they are aware of my situation and may be able to accommodate me in certain areas that I may have trouble in, like for say like at a lifeguard position or a position that's like in the middle of nowhere type of dealio. It's very simple. I basically just wanted them to know about it in case it ever came up. I didn't want them to think I was hiding something. Hey, I'm gonna be sick or out because of this, and they'll be like, you didn't tell us that. Like, blah blah blah. I didn't want that to happen. They so far it was very easy. I just literally went through. I had my doctor fill out a form, fax it to them, done, easy, and then I got a link to schedule an accommodation meeting with case manager. I was confused at first because I was like, I don't know where the meeting's at. But she just called me on my phone, so it took a couple of minutes, so don't freak out if it's late. If you do end up having to go through the accommodation process, I ended up going through the whole process, and it was like 10 minutes long. She was very nice. I mean, case managers, their job is to be nice, so I wasn't expecting anything less. She was very sweet and like very much like, what would be your like role if you get to choose? Like, what do you think would be a good role for you with your research that you've done, and like how can we accommodate for you? Like, how can we be beneficial to and help you? So now all that requests that she put in, she's sending over to the Disney College program, like heads or the associates, whoever assign roles. They'll shoot her back with a role that they have, designated for me. She'll contact the location within the next week or so and get an approval of yes or no, like will they be able to accommodate me or not. And then I should get my role and placement within 2 weeks from now. This date when I called her, because I just had my phone interview today. That freaked me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna get players at the same time as everybody. And no, it's like a different system because they have to get you approved, and then like they want to make sure that you're okay with it and that you don't have any issues with it. And so that they can fix it if say it was not a good placement, or you're like, I think this is gonna be an issue because X, Y, and Z. So I get a role within 2 weeks, and I don't have to wait freaking 4 months, 5 months before I go. I get to them starting next week because it's the lockdown. Like, you can't get switched, nothing. Like, because it's an accommodation and it's a request, you're like set. And I'm really praying. I'm praying. I really am. For children's activities, but probably not gonna happen. I'd be happy with anything, honestly, except food and beverage is not my top priority, and I really don't think the fast-paced work environment is good like that for me. I would be okay with retail, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to work retail. I'd be okay with basically any of that. I just don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I could be placed anywhere, but I'm hoping they look at my resume and see that I've literally been educated in children's development and something to do with kids, anything to do with kids. And I really hope it's in the resorts because I really don't want to work at the parks. That's just me. Everyone has a different opinion. I don't want to have to go to the parks every day to work and then not be able to experience the park afterwards and then have to go home. Like, that sounds depressing. And also, I know that parking is an absolute, B word. It's awful. That's what I've heard. and like it's just so much simpler because if you work at a resort, like you have guaranteed parking, you're right there. You're gonna have to walk 100 miles, and it's accommodated in the sense that you have easy access to a building. Most of the time there's AC in the building. If there's ever bad weather, stuff like that. So fingers crossed. I don't know, but we'll see. So I just wanted to film this because this is going to be the beginning of my post-admission process. So I wanted to just kind of, that's what's happened up till now. I have met a roommate. There's a little bit of kinks in the road. We all have them. But for right now, my roommate is linked. Like for me and her, I like her a lot, and I really hope she likes me. But I guess we'll see. And you could only link with one roommate, which is a little different than what I kind of had read or been told online. I thought you could link with up to 3 roommates. I don't know if this was recently changed, but you can only link with one other person, and then the other 2 are automatically assigned to you, which is, I've heard, also good, because I have a friend who lives, I've gone to school with her my whole life, and she did the program, and she went completely random and ended up meeting a best friend. So it's okay. Like it's gonna work out. It'll be fine. It's just nice that I can at least link with one other person, so that I can at least know one person and know that I'm gonna click or jam with at least another person, and not be like swarmed by 3 people that may not like any of the same things I do. But they do, I think, kind of associate and like room you based on those things a little bit. I don't care what side of Flamingo I'm on. I really don't. I really hope for a 4x2 or 4x4. I've also put in an accommodation request for a 4x4. So we will see if that comes of anything. I'm going to probably have to have another meeting with them. That's the one thing, is that accommodation and work are separate. Or your housing and your work accommodations are separate. So Flamingo really has yes, they're affiliated with the Disney College Program, but they're not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. So like they're not like, in a sense, like in the sense of like, oh, you have to file for work accommodation, and then you're gonna get a whole separate process, basically the same stuff, talking about your like home environment or your apartment, if it does qualify for that. Like for me, like I have appointments that I have to go through every week, 8 weeks, on a regular routine to get an infusion done, and I get it done up here. I always have to go home from school. Like I've always gotten those accommodated even at college. I've never had or been as far away as that. Like I'm only about an hour and 30 minutes away from home, so I can go home when I need to. But I can't do that in Florida. I can't just be like, oh, leaving, like it's not gonna happen. I'm 18 hours away from there. Like it's not gonna happen. So I'm like, okay, we're going through that process. So that's another thing, is transferring your life basically down there is a whole other ball game. That's like kind of scary. Like I didn't really think about it before I did it. Like I thought about it, but now it's like actually happening, and it's like, oh crap. So I have to find like things that qualify with my insurance, and how does that work, and is it going to be okay? Like I need a car, because in order to get to the place, like Disney offers buses to your workplace and to food, like grocery store, because like most people don't have a car at Disney College Program. But I'm gonna need a car because I'm gonna need to drive to my appointments every 8 weeks for 6 months. So like I'm gonna have to. So like I had to go through an accommodation system, and then I was like, well, I need my own bathroom. Like I can't. Or I would hope that I have at least my own private space in order to go through things that come with having a disability. So it's a lot of jumbly, oh my gosh, what the heck's gonna happen type of moments right now. I'm really looking forward to being a couple months from now when I can look back and think, oh, thank God that's over, and I can just focus on the program and focus on like, making friends and just going and having fun. Like, obviously it's work. Obviously it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult and stressful, but it's a different type of stress, if that makes sense. And everyone always talks in the Disney college program thingy, and all of the Reddits and the Facebook pages, I'm on all of them, and they all talk about how you get stuck in the Disney bubble. And sorry, but that sounds amazing to someone who's been diagnosed with anxiety and ADHD. Like that sounds like something I would love and something I need in my life, just for once, like once in my life. Like for 6 months I can be in a Disney bubble, and almost ignore everything else in the world would be a very uplifting, I think, experience for me and my mental health, because it's not good right now. My mental health's not been good for the past couple of years, and so I think that would be very beneficial, because college is one of the, if not the most stressful parts of your life, so, or can be for most people. So I'm definitely struggling in that front, but I'm everything's okay. Like, I'm fine. Like, I have a therapist, I have all this stuff, but it's nice to know that there are people looking out for me, and it's nice to know that I'm looking out for myself by doing this program. Is this the smartest thing to do for my career? No. Like, I could be going into a workforce. I could be doing other things, but I'm only 21 years old. I actually just had my 21st birthday. Yay! So I'll show you guys, actually. This is my apartment. Wow, you can get a sneak little tour of my apartment. There's a Baby Yoda. That right there is a Baby Yoda pinata. My roommate bought, Samantha, actually, the one that I did the podcast with, which I hope to bring back. I don't know why we stopped it. Bought a bunch of decorations for my birthday. And then I'm going to show you something. So watch these lights. Ready? Crazy. So down, you can't see it. Oh no. You're joking. It was going through this the whole time. You're not going to be able to hear me, are you? As I was talking about stressful life experiences, it's fine. I listened to it back. It's shitty audio quality, but you're going to have to deal with it, because it was going through my headset that I had plugged in, because I planned that my that my accommodation meeting was going to be on my computer, and it's not important, but anyways, you can hear me, which is good, because I talk a lot. That was 10 minutes long. I was like, dang, I've been talking for a long time. I gotta hurry this up. But I do want to show you what my roommate got me for my 21st birthday. I got a Baby Grogu shirt, and Mandalorian is this week, and as you can see, I have Mandalorian decorations for my birthday, and a Baby Yoda pinata, which just makes so much sense for the coming of Mandalorian on Wednesday. And then look at this down here. Oh, you see him? It's a baby freaking Grogu light thingy. Now, I wanted to try and, hang on, let me see if I can. Dang it. I need to clap 3 times for him to. Yeah, it's got 2 different, it has a little good light, and it's got 2 different sayings, and it'll say, go on, baby, do the magic hand thing. Anyway, 20 people will care about that, if that. There's probably only 20 people watching the total, so probably only, like, 1. I just realized I've never shown you guys my place. It's kind of clean right now, which is why I'm going to show you. So over here is the front door to our apartment complex, or at least to our apartment on the 3rd floor. So on the 3rd floor, we have, like, really, really tall ceilings. You go in, and you walk in, and there's this right now, which is obviously not a part of the actual place, but it's nice. And then you, like, right immediately here is our kitchen. So we have a little kitchen, which is this is where I've been living the past 2 years at college. And then Baby Yoda, and then this is a pantry. I'm not going to open it because I don't know what's in there, but it's a pantry. It's just got lots of food in it. Like this, lots of food. And then you walk immediately into the living room. I have birthday balloons, birthday balloons and stuff in here right now. We have 2 chairs, one for my roommates, that's mine. And then we have a TV, Xbox, Switch, lots of board games down there. Yeah, so then we have like this little kitchen table that it comes with. I think it's cool. And then I also have a box that I get to open, so it's a little bit messy in here. Then, next to the TV, there's this, which is, ooh, another hallway. Turn the light on. So this is our hallway. This obviously is my room because it's got the birthday hats. My roommate's birthday's in a month. I have really big plans for her. But anyway, this is her room. I'm not going to go in there because that's her room. But we have a little linen closet. It's literally just got linen stuff in it and shoes and clothes hanger because the dryers don't work here. She has a bathroom in here. It's just a bathroom. Not going to show anything crazy. Just a bathroom. Nice. We have utilities closet. Does this have to do with Disney College program? No, but I have experience in an apartment, and I know people sometimes want to see that. So you can skip this part if you want. Anyway, so this is my living area. So this is my bed. Obviously, I have Stitch, who's ready. And then this guy behind here is a huge Baby Yoda. It's a huge Grogu. That we're going to bring to Disney, obviously. I got lights and pictures hung up of, like, all the stuff I've done. It was my 21st, so obviously I've got a crown and a pin and some really cool, cute, disposable beverage cups for my party this weekend that we're having people down. Just realized my bathroom fan is on, so I'm going to turn that off. I just have a basket of clothes, because as a college student, you have baskets of clothes all the time. So, I have my setup. So, I've been doing a bunch of all my tests and all that jazz on there. Playing Minecraft, obviously the most important part. Then over here, behind my door, is my closet. I have lots of stuff in there. That's my closet. And then I also, it's nice enough that I have a bathroom in my room. So I have a ensuite, if you will. Yeah, so this is my bathroom. Wow, it's literally, like, it's pretty nice, actually, for, like, dirt cheap for, like, this. And, you know, I got stuffies in here. It's really nice. It comes with all of this stuff. I didn't have to bring mostly any of it. The bed and this. I did bring all of that because I didn't have a desk. This was technically the desk, which I just use as my night dresser, or my nightstand. That's what you call it. Anyway, what is this? I love it here. I've lived here for 2 years. But I'm really like the idea. I've been with my roommate in Windsor, which I don't know if I've ever showed you, which was my dormitory, and we only had one room, but we did have a bathroom, which was nice, in our room. But we shared the bathroom, and then we also shared the bedroom, and it was lovely. I loved having that experience, but if I had to choose, I would want my own bedroom, which is why I've experienced it before. I've experienced both. I really, really, really want to live in my own bedroom. Like, so, which is why I really would prefer the 4x2 or the 4x4. I know that they're very much not applicable, that, like, sometimes you can't. I know that my friend applied for the 4x4 and the 4x2, but she only got the 2x2 because that's all they had. Hoping the accommodation helps with that, but I've yet to go through that process, so maybe I'll update you guys later when I go through that accommodation process and how that worked. My hair is literally nasty. Sorry, by the way. I'm not wearing anything, not wearing makeup, nothing. I just came home today because I celebrated my birthday this last weekend with my family, and so I just got home, and so I haven't chilled out yet, and I have therapy in 10 minutes, so I can't chill out then either. My balloons are making noises. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so far for watching this part of the video, and it'll probably be a couple more segments long with different things before entering the program. But I might post one, like, when I find my rollout and the accommodations for the, so I don't know, maybe I won't do this, I don't know, I haven't decided. This might not be my role reveal. I might do another video of my role reveal. And so I'll just title this, like, accommodation meeting, or Disney College Program accommodation meeting and room tour. Well, I'll title it probably. And so then I will come back to you with a role reveal, which will be very exciting, and that'll be a more formal, like, smaller, shorter, cuter video, like, oh my goodness, look at me. And then I will also let you know how the housing accommodations are going, if I have any updates on that. So, probably see you in 2 weeks or so. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.